Cool, man. So we're trying something new. We're doing a little side by side action. I don't know if you can see what. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. What is up, guys? All right, we're back, and we have a very special guest tonight. Second time on the show, Gregory Siff. I love the Yankee hat, man.
Yo, man, I know you.
You kind of froze, I think.
You gotta grab. You have one, and I know you and your girl love the museum.
Yeah. Mine's at the studio. We're at the house right now. I don't have a hat. I need a Yankee hat at the house as well. Man, the Jeter is so beautiful, dude. I'm so stoked. I think, it's tough because I feel like every time you put out a card, it's my favorite card, and I'm all excited. And here we are again, dude. It's my favorite card.
Dude, well, going back to back with you because you showed up with McGuire and you gave a little extra. It's all like everyone notices the details too. And that's what I really wanted to do with Jeter and like repping for New York and like the classiest guy. So
Yeah.
I'm happy with it. I wanted to integrate. I guess like we're all like leveling up with each card, so I wanted to merge some new elements. And that card has a lot of stuff going in it.
Yeah.
A lot of canvases and a lot of like materials with digital. And
Yeah.
I think that.
Yeah. I loved it, man, and I loved in the Instagram video I saw, it had the Jay-Z and it was having the whole process video. It was so sick. And then I loved like at the end you were wearing this shirt that said, I think it said invest in living artists.
Yes.
That's so cool, man. I love that.
Yes, a contemporary collective gallery. I saw that T-shirt and I bought one for Brittany and I because it was just like it can invest in living artists, and you have that too, right? On your you have something of that nature.
Support living artists has kind of been my tagline, I guess.
I like support living artists.
Yeah.
And my thing is like I am my own happiness dealer.
Yep.
And I feel Brittany, my girl Brittany Palmer, hers is art is everything, and
Okay.
she has that on her stuff. But this one is from A Life in New York, and I got this at Complex Con, and I got it because like 1977. But this is I didn't plan on showing it to you, but
art is not a crime.
and that was from back in the day when Art in the Streets happened over in LA, and they had the big exhibit at Mocha.
That's awesome.
But man.
So
The making of that video was cool. I have like a cool little so one of my friends, really good friend, my bro Evan Hart, he's in everything. He's a Renaissance man.
Mm-hmm.
Filmmaking, writing, acting. So when the Yankees did there was a series called Bronx is Burning. Are you familiar with it?
I'm not actually.
It's a movie about the Yankees when Reggie Jackson was on the team, and he played Bucky Dent. He's such a cool dude. He's like Ethan. He's like reminds me of Ethan Hawke.
Yeah.
And he came over. I remember we social distancing while I'm painting, and I'm saying I got this Jeter card, and I really want to put the number in it because this card's his rookie card, but you see the number 2 and it's Jeter. I was like, I gotta put that in here.
Yeah.
So I did a really cool back of it, and he was like, I was like, I want to like turn it all around on everything. He's like, what if you had him pose the opposite way in like a mirror image? And I was like, that's it. I was like, but I need my Jeter. So I had him pose as Jeter, opposite, like with the mitt. And I took the photo and then painted that like
that's awesome.
That reversal.
So
this is my boy Evan. Right there.
Okay. Yep.
And then I went to that.
Nice.
And that was like,
I
don't know. And then now my friend is like, I'm on a Topps card.
Of course. That's awesome.
He played a Yankee, and we were just hanging. We were just vibing, and that's kind of what I love about this is just hooking up with old friends. And I don't know. Do you put little Easter eggs in your cards at all?
Yeah, a little bit. I had there was a donut hidden in my Ricky Henderson card because he kind of referenced the donut story in his Hall of Fame induction speech. So we got that. I mean, Mark McGuire is a lot less subtle of an Easter egg with the red, white, and blue, and kind of the homage to the other rookie card. Definitely in the Mike Trout card that's coming up, I've got a couple Easter eggs thrown back to Millville, his high school, and it's gonna be pretty special. So, yeah, I like doing that for sure, man. I love to see it. And also for anyone that's watching, so Gregory's Jeter card is available until tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern time. Right below the video, there's just one link today in today's description. It's just to get that card. You should get as many of them as you possibly can. Yeah. I think we've hit this crazy inflection point with this project. You know, the Keith Shore hitting almost 100,000 print run is wild. I don't necessarily think we're going to be like, it's not going to be up like that forever, but like getting there is like everything's rising. The floor is rising. Obviously, the upper limits are rising. And so I think this card's going to do really well. And I mean, it's my favorite one of yours, and that's tough to say because I have a lot of yours and I love them all. So
thank you. I know you and Tony always support and always throwing love on me, whether it's Twitter or Facebook, and I like that. Like everybody's got each other's back and what's going on. Yeah, man, it was so cool. I had such a good I had a conversation with my dad last night, and he like myself, like my first card was number 18, and so like I missed almost all the cards before number 18. I had gotten a couple of them, and same with him. And he was one of the few cards that he still needed was your George Brett, and he had posted in the private Facebook group about trying to trade, acquire one of those cards, and a bunch of people in the group actually teamed up and they bought one on eBay for him because that's not a cheap card anymore, and they sent it to him and he just got it. So cool, and he was just so excited to have your George Brett, and my mom loves it too. She does mosaics, so she really appreciated everything you did with the collage on Brett. It was really, really cool, so it was fun. That was a fun moment yesterday because my dad was just called me to tell me how excited he was that he finally got his hands on a Brett. Patrick.
Yeah, exactly, and how good it looks in person. And then he sent me a picture actually right before the stream of some stretchy yoga pants, stretchy pants. I don't know, whatever. Some pants, I guess. Which I think I did a
collab with Soul Cycle.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And he's
dude.
up on it.
Yeah, he just sent me the picture. I'm like, what's that? What is that? You got a package before I did. So he picked up some of the Soul Cycle pants. They're gonna give it to Lauren, to my girlfriend, which it's a surprise, but she's in the other room, so maybe she'll hear right now. But it's pretty cool. Man. Yes, it's awesome. It's awesome, bro. It's really cool.
So is this an off night for you? Because you've been going so hard, and you got the new studio, the autos. Tonight isn't it? You need a reset day.
Yeah, it was like a half day for me. I came. We've had a kind of a funky schedule. So we had a friend's birthday party last night here at the apartment. Not with a lot of people. It was 4 or 5 people for a birthday, and he's a really good friend of ours. So we did that, and then I left that party early to go to the studio, and then I live streamed last night from the studio, and that went really well. I crashed there, and then I worked this morning. Had a couple. Matt and Andrew came in and helped me out for a few hours, and then I left earlier. Early evening. Came back, hung out with Lauren. We caught dinner with another friend, and now we're back and getting ready for bed. So I'd say it's definitely more of a chill day, but it never stops, man. It never sleeps. It's tough sometimes, but it's great.
I want to show you this other card because I was buying some older, some other Jeter rookies and just painting on top of them, till find the footing. And this one was pretty cool. This one didn't come out because with the Yankees, I kind of want to. With all my Yankees, I just want them to be blue and white.
Uh-huh.
So, I'm going to go back to the style as like the, hyper color cut up style, the George Brett style. Mm-hmm. We're going to see more of that. This was the other Jeter that didn't come through because I just wanted to do something different. But
oh, nice. The Jeter that almost existed.
I don't know about you. Do you have a lot of like B-sides that didn't come out?
I have some. I have some. Because of like the way I do it with my stencils, like the versions always end up being very similar. So like I've got two Trouts, and I picked my favorite one. I've already done two Griffies. I think I'm gonna do a third Griffey for what the one that ends up being the card. With Ricky Henderson, I did a couple versions. So it depends. There's not always two versions, but it's pretty common to have a little bit left on the cutting room floor.
Cool, man.
Yeah. Yeah. How about you, man? It looks like you're at the house instead of at the studio. Is that right?
Yes, been here today because I've been in there a lot. We were there yesterday. I mean, you know how it goes. It explodes, and then I have to like figure out where everything goes. And I was planning on being there to show you the canvases of Jeter and all, but you got to see the card. So we're back at our place, and I got a little collection of how you're about to have your collection coming up on your new wall over there.
Yep.
With all the stories.
Yep.
I've got a bunch of friends up here, and this is an abstract I did back in 2016 called Prayer.
Nice.
I love that piece.
Yeah, show it. Show it. Let's see it.
Let's see if I can get the light on there. It's got blue. It's made of all blue, red, and yellow ink.
Okay.
It's made with Crink ink, and it's no black.
Yeah. Interesting. It's crazy because it looks black.
Yeah. Well, when I put those primary colors together in the ink, they merged and they made this kind of like, you can see the color better there. But
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Tyson Becca's on here. Sorry to cut you off. I just wanted to give a shout out to Tyson, man. He's killing it too. I mean, dude, it's so cool seeing all the artists. You know how we're doing our thing. There's a lot of overlap, but then there's also like a lot of like people trying different stuff, and like, I mean, it's awesome, man. And Tyson, thank you so much. I know Greg and I both know you're hella busy, just like all of us. So the fact that you're here, I definitely, like I mentioned to you on Facebook the other day, love to get you on one of these. And it would be fun to do a Zoom call with a bunch of the artists, and we have a little round table. And I don't care if it doesn't have to be here on my YouTube. It could be anywhere. We could just do like a public Zoom meeting or whatever. But yeah, Tyson, it's awesome to have you, man. Super stoked that the project connected all of us. Yeah, man. So do you know? I forget did you tell me who your next card is? Do you know what's the next?
I'm working right now on Gibson.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Bob Gibson. You know, I loved Ermsey just had a Gibson put out that I loved. I loved that with the Cardinals and I mean that was just
the flowers and all the so great. His style, and then also I really love F.Dot's Tony Gwynn today.
Oh, it's so good with the palm trees. And I guess like I don't know I forget if it's today or tomorrow, but I had gotten a Patreon update because I'm in his Patreon. Is that he's actually doing a radio interview on Tony Gwynn, I guess, has his own radio show. So he's going on Tony Gwynn's radio show to talk about the Tony Gwynn card, which is awesome. And, like, you know, I love all of his work, but, like, by far, leaps and bounds, like, this last card was my favorite one. I feel like he's dialing it in. At least, you know, it's all subjective, but in my mind, like, I think that it's really, really getting awesome. And actually, like, as far as Tyson goes, I think that so Tyson has like worked a lot with Topps in the past. He's done a lot of different cards and inserts and designs. So he probably had a little bit of a leg up, I guess, on us because I didn't know, you know, coming into this, I didn't know what to expect. But like Tyson has been I think the most consistent. Where like you look at his first card and his last card, and you look just like he's had the whole set in mind. You know, the scrapbooking kind of thing. I think is so cool. Those cards are just going to look gorgeous together. I have all of them so far, and just like looking at them side by side is so cool. So
yeah, that's cool to keep it congruent and to know the collection. They all look like they're from the same set.
Yeah.
You know, I'm trying to. I use what I have around me and where I'm at when I make each one, and then it's kind of like there are thorough lines subliminally in them.
Yeah. So a bunch of people are commenting saying Tony Gwynn is dead. Okay. Oh, Tony Gwynn Jr. Sorry. Okay, I'm looking at this email now. Tony Gwynn Jr. So Tony Gwynn's son. My bad, guys. Okay. Tony Gwynn Jr. interviewing F. Dot live on his radio show in 2.5 hours. That was 5 hours ago, so that already happened. My bad. Not Tony Gwynn Sr., who's on the card. Sorry. Totally my mistake. Regardless, that's fucking cool as shit for F. Dot. Let's see here. Yeah, man. It's okay. So working on Bob Gibson next.
Working on Gibson and just working on. By the way, shout out to all. Like I feel like Blake right now because I'm getting all these gifts in the mail from John Craig, the strawberry jersey, which I'm getting paint all on him when it comes time to make that good in.
Yeah,
dude.
Sick.
And dude, and just getting all that, like we were talking about, that baseball energy in the room, the starting lineup figures, the mitts, the baseballs, the autograph things, just like keeping it all in the studio. It's like, it's good. It feeds you.
Yeah, totally, man. It's oh man, it's gonna be crazy week. This project is just taking on a life of its own. It's so exciting, man. It's so cool. You were on a podcast just earlier today, right?
Yes, today.
Yeah.
With
Tell us about that.
Sports Nation podcast. That was awesome. And he showed me your card, and you were on there.
Yeah.
And we kind of like, we both clicked and connected. We're both Jewish and Italian. We're both Mets fans.
Yeah.
We both like, I don't know. It's a really great. It sounds like we're just chilling on like a park bench, just hanging out, talking. And
that's how it should be. That's how it should be, man. And I can't wait till all this dies down and we can go hang out on a park bench and chill, man. I can't wait to come out to LA, have you out to New York. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be awesome.
I feel
man.
like as the project progresses and more cards, as we near it, we're gonna all have this kind of show or reunion or meeting and have the originals and have some kind of like congregation with the players and a celebration that we made it away out of this really crazy hard time that we're in. The world is like in a riveted, horrible place, but I feel like my friend told me, he's like, every day you get on there and you post something about a baseball card, and it's a really great way for people to remember what it was like when they were a kid, or to have something positive to wake up to. And totally. I'm sure you've gotten those like emails and those letters and in the groups, and I don't know, man, I haven't felt this bonded and happy since I decided to do street art in the beginning and meeting all your friends. And I feel like it's the same type of thing 10 years later, but here we are. It's I don't know, it's a good way to keep awake your forever child.
Totally, man. Neverland. This is our Neverland, bro. Yeah, it's surreal, man. It's really cool, and I feel like every week there's always like a new they're good problems to have, but new challenges where I'm like, oh my god, I have to sign 300 cards today, or the logistics of shipping and fulfilling. And I don't know if you saw, like last week I did like one stream where I was selling fanny packs, and I did like a limited edition.
Yeah, what was that? I did see that.
Yeah, fanny pack. I'm wearing. This is not the fanny. This was just a prototype, but ever since I started wearing it every day, and it's actually great because like these are skinny jeans, and even putting a phone in my pocket's like stressful. So like the fanny's got everything. I can carry sunglasses now. Got my cash.
You got to put in there.
Yeah,
stickers.
Man, you can have everything. Exactly. So it's actually been really cool, and it went wild, man. I had no idea that it was going to go as crazy as it did, to the point now where like I'm talking to the manufacturer because what we're producing on for fanny packs is more than they're used to doing, and I just want to make sure that they can still have quality control and stuff. So like it's a great example, like a good problem to have. Like I never thought I would be having to like negotiate with a fanny pack company to make sure that they can like deliver on a bunch of fanny packs that we just sold and stuffed with. I set them up as like a grab bag, so it's like stuff full of baseball cards to make it relevant. But because I used to love grab bags, going to the store as a kid, I would just always spend my money on the grab bags, and I was always gambling. In that
what's
sense.
Gonna be in there.
Yeah, that's the fun, man. It's so fun. So Yeah, it's cool, man. It's an exciting ride. Very exciting ride.
Good, man. Well, you're putting your heart into it, and like I said, I appreciate you coming on here 10:23
Yeah.
every night, just
Yeah.
popping in, checking
Yeah.
on people, doing cool stuff. F. Dot did this thing for his car, for his Gwen.
Yeah.
If someone gets the right amount sold combined, he's gonna give them a Gwen card.
Yeah.
And I was like, throw me in there for a Jeter. I'll
For
put
sure.
a Jeter in there.
Yeah, hell, that's great. Great for driving engagement. It keeps people active, and then they're going to be following it and like want to know what the print run is, and they're going to be refreshing and checking, and it's great.
Yeah.
It's awesome, man.
Yeah. Well, so that.
Yeah.
What are you drinking over there? Some Monster Energy?
Oh no, it's literally just
Red
water.
Bull?
No,
Just water, all right.
Yeah, just water. Water tonight. We're keeping it mellow. But yeah, so it's exciting times, man. I'm super stoked. I love the card. I can't wait to see your Bob Gibson and everything else. I mean, it's just wild. The wildest part is that, like, I don't know. I've done 5 cards and I have 15 to go. I think you're probably at the same, right? Five cards done. Yeah, 15 to go.
My
like,
5th.
yeah,
And,
it's like that's a lot to go. There's still a lot to do, you know.
The thing is like you want every card to be your best card.
Of course.
So you don't hold back. So like I'm in the studio working on commissions and paintings, and I got these sticker packs that I'm finally getting out to everybody. I have your box over here. I just wanted to put as many good things in it as once, so when you get it, it's like a good bundle. But it always comes back to in the studio, that one hot corner where I'm working on, with Mattingly, Jeter. It's like that's the spot as soon as I open up the key and come in, it's like over there and I look at it, and it's awesome. It's getting a lot of attention that from even my family who's back in New York, and everybody's sending me emails and videos from 86 Mets, like all of this cool stuff.
Yeah.
I think I even have a box here of some starting lineup figures that came in of some 86 Mets, Carter, Dykstra.
Yeah. That's awesome, man. How's Britt doing?
Britt's doing great. She's been prolific. She's working on commissions. She showed me her Topps card the other day.
Nice.
It was funny because she's like, here's my Topps card. And those UFC cards from back in the day, I went on eBay. They're like 300, 200, 300. They're not easy.
They're no joke. Yeah.
She was like, awesome. Well, I was with Topps before you.
Yeah.
She was teasing me.
Yeah.
And then she asked, are there any girls on the project? And I said, yes, there's a female
Sophia.
artist, right?
Yeah, Sophia Chang. Yeah, we just we were just chatting on Instagram. I'm gonna get her on a stream or go on hers or whatever. I want to connect with her. It's awesome.
It's wonderful, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's very cool.
She's doing good, and we're still, in LA. You got to wear your mask when you leave the house, and then obviously in the supermarkets around elderly people and things like that, and then we just go straight to the studio and do our work. But we've been getting outside and being a little physical too, and
I forget if I asked you. So what's the commute like from your studio to your house?
Oh, during these times it's 19 minutes.
Cool. That's what's up.
Yeah, it's a quick ride, and because LA could be insane with traffic.
That could be 4 hours on a bad day, or something.
Yeah,
something crazy. Yeah.
We can work from home. We have a little studio area upstairs, which I can do some works on paper. I can do, as an artist, you're always working on many different size pieces. But when it comes to fully investing yourself and pouring it in and not worrying. I love not worrying where paint goes. I don't like to because when you start,
you're like censoring yourself, kind of.
Yeah, it's like you got to get that out. And
that was a huge part of why we recently expanded to what we're calling HQ2, which is basically just an office. But I wanted somewhere. My studio, which normally is just this big painty playground where I splatter paint everywhere, and there's paint on the walls and paint on the carpet and paint on the couch. Like, it just doesn't matter. And then all of a sudden we ended up with, we were having hundreds of Topps cards like laid out for signatures and stuff. And I'm like, well, crap, I can't splatter paint right now. I can't paint. I got to censor myself, and I got to be really precise, and that's not like how I like to work. So we moved everything that doesn't need to be or cannot be painted on. We moved it all to a second room, and so now like my painty room is a painty room again, and it's so nice and just like free to just literally be able to do anything, any direction, and it's like it's just all fair game, and that's like so much fun to have back.
That's you, man. That I know. That's like you got to get that layer out there, that first layer before you hit the stencils. You need to have that kind of expression.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly, man.
So tonight it's you and your girl. Tony's not there.
Yeah, Tony's in Jersey. He went golfing today and then hung out with his wife. Lauren and I hung out. She's in bed, I think, reading. And yeah, it's gonna be mellow the rest of the night. No more work, and then tomorrow get up and do it again. Tomorrow's gonna be a busy work day. I've got Matt and Andrew coming into the studio to help. Matt's helping with like fulfillment of autos, and Andrew's helping with finance stuff. And then Sunday, Lauren and I are taking a day off. We're going up to Greenwich, Connecticut. We're actually hanging out with a longtime art collector of mine who, when we first moved to New York, we actually stayed with Ruth and her husband Tom in Greenwich while we were looking at apartments. And so we haven't seen them in a long time, obviously, with all the COVID stuff. And so they said, okay, if you guys want to come up for a couple hours, we'll be we'll be out on the porch, we'll be outdoors, we'll be distanced, but we want to see you guys. So we're excited for that. That's gonna be a relaxing day on Sunday, and then Monday's back to the grind.
While you're in Greenwich, I mean, beautiful place. I painted a mural in the Soul Cycle over there.
Oh, nice.
But there's a gallery that I showed with in Nantucket, and they also have it in Connecticut. They're called the Samuel Owen Gallery.
Oh, I know Samuel Owen. They're great. They've got some Mr. Brainwash. In fact, I probably did see your stuff. I went to the same. I mean, that's my favorite gallery in Greenwich. They have amazing work. Yeah.
Well, check out say if they're open, or I don't know what they're. I did get to, I got a really cool thing from the Tampa Museum of Art in Florida, because I had a couple lectures with them when I was down there. For my show at the Cass Contemporary. Yeah. And I got an email from them saying the museum is open. Please reserve your time slot. So I think museums and galleries are going to start to open back up again in certain areas, and it's going to be it's not going to be open and people walking everywhere. It's going to be like, be able to enjoy the art and have a moment, but maybe send an email or something and say, hey, I'm in town if you want to go check that out.
Yeah,
I don't know if they are open or what the status is.
Yeah, they have some cool stuff. They have great artists as well. It's awesome, man.
Yeah, his name's Lee. If you see him, tell him I said what's up.
Lee at Samuel Owen Gallery. That's awesome. Yeah, man. Well, I'm stoked, dude. I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna call it a night, I think. But I'm so glad. Like, I definitely. I want to tell people actually one more time, because I feel bad. I only said it once, but like, link down below. Jeter card. It's only available until. It's less than 12 more hours, right? Or 13 more hours.
Would you say like tomorrow 11. At 1 p.m.?
Yeah, 1. So 14 hours from now, 14 hours left to get that card. Highly recommend it. I've got 10 coming myself, which I'm very excited about. And man, I think it's an awesome card. It's gonna pair so well with the Mattingly, and I can already see, like, you're going with that theme for the Yankees. You've even taken it to the next level. Like, we've already got, the artist sets, but you're making like a Yankee set within your artist set, and I just think that's so cool to see, and you're killing it, man. I'm really happy for you.
Thank you, Blake.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot. Yeah. And yeah, man, thank you for doing that, and I love seeing what you got coming next. Let's keep the energy going. Let's keep the momentum going. And
totally.
Yeah, man.
Tight, man.
I'm proud of you.
Thanks, bro. I love you. I can't wait. I can't wait to hang out. When we can hang out, we'll break bread and kick it.
Yes.
On
both coasts.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I would love to see how this thing goes with baseball and get tickets to a game, get a group together if we go one day. That would be nice to communicate with some of these guys. I mean, we got Ben Baller out here in LA and Mr. Cartoon, and who else is out? Some Cali. F Dot's in Brooklyn, right?
Yep, he's near me. Yep. Andrew Thiel is also out here. I've been talking to him. JK5, I believe, is also in the New York area. I've been talking to him. Ermsy's in France. Ermsy's in France, so that's going to be tough. Tyson Beck's in Australia, so that's going to be tough. But, yeah, I mean, I think it's so cool, man. It's great.
All right, man.
I love it, bro.
Have a good night.
Thank you so much, man.
And I'll catch you soon, all right?
All right, we'll talk soon. See you, Gregory.
Peace, brother.
Bye. All right. Let's see here if I close this. Yes. Okay, what's up, guys? Cool. So I'm going to go to bed super quick. I just want to put this out there. Right before this live stream, I got this like long message, and honestly, it really bummed me out. Somebody that's been very loyal and watching the stream pretty much from the beginning with his son. They've been very active. I told them that I was putting together a care package of gifts. I could tell you guys in my studio, and Matt and Tony and stuff can confirm, I have a whole corner of my studio that's gift boxes, and it's boxes, and on the box there's like names of people and some notes about what we're going to send them, and we just keep adding to it. And some of it is paint supplies, and some is cards, and some's art cards, and ring pops, other special things. And we've been curating and building these boxes for like a month. And I got a message from someone saying, hey, long story short, basically, like, we keep seeing everyone else get these art cards and we haven't gotten anything, and so we're just gonna have to bow out. Like, we wish you the best of luck, but it sucks to see everyone else getting stuff when we're not getting anything. And the only reason they haven't gotten anything yet is because their box is cooler than everyone else's box. And not only that, he then promptly blocked me from replying on Twitter and blocked Tony. So I can't even message him and explain to him that the reason that his box hasn't come and other people got small packages is because his packages, I mean, it's like thousands of dollars worth of stuff that we've been like curating, and it sucks, I guess, that I didn't just send him something sooner. I just kept thinking I can make the box better, and now he's bummed and not following the project, and bowing out, and like he's also like I said, with his son, and so is what it is. I'm not going to put him on blast of who it is, but if he happens to watch this and see, just know it wasn't personal. It wasn't trying to give other people stuff before you. It was literally that we were just trying to make your box extra special, and not having that opportunity to explain that to you in person, because I don't have anything besides your Twitter, is tough. So that was hard. Anyways, that's it. Thank you guys so much. Please do support Gregory. Gregory is one of my favorite artists in the project. I've looked up to him for so long, and I'm glad that this project brought us together, because I've actually been trying to like get in touch with him for years, and so this brought us together, which is great. So support him and get that card. And if I've told you that I'm going to send you something and it takes a long ass time, it's just because it's going to be awesome. That's it. Stay awesome, guys.